It's commonly assumed that building wealth requires putting money into assets that will pay off over time. This could be in the shape of a website or a physical asset like a rental property. And while both can help you financially, there are three secret assets that will determine your financial future much more decisively than the others. In this video, I'll tell you the three most important assets that you need to achieve financial success and get rich in 2023. These are not some sort of short-term hacks or tricks to make quick bucks, but have long-term solutions for financial independence. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any of my informative videos. If you find this video valuable, do give it a big thumbs up as it keeps me motivated to keep making more videos for you. Hey guys, welcome to RJN Invests. Now let's jump right into it. Asset number 1, your mindset. When talking about assets, the most valuable asset is your mind. You should always be careful about what you feed your mind every day. In my experience, I've found that it's best to devote one's undivided attention to a single task rather than dabble in a variety of them if you want to reach your full potential. This insight, along with many others, came to me as a result of my habit of reading books. Without a doubt, I have studied books on technical subjects, but the ones that helped me see success from a broader perspective provided far more insight and value to me. When people finish their formal education, they often stop learning altogether, which limits their opportunities for personal growth and development. This is especially unfortunate given the abundance of excellent resources available to them, including books, courses, and even online videos on YouTube. When I was young, I hated classrooms. I had a conversation with my father, in which he was surprised at how far I had progressed in my education despite my initial dislike of school. My dad, like most people of his generation, will tell you that getting a college degree is the best way to ensure a secure financial future. And he's not completely wrong. Because of my formal education, I was able to land positions with some prestigious companies. But that's all the degree can offer. Unfortunately, I didn't begin to question the value of my college degree until after I had already spent tens of thousands of dollars on it. The reason why today's youth so strongly dislikes formal schooling is that instead of studying, students are forced to concentrate and require a nearly worthless piece of paper called a degree. When you compare the time spent in school to the time spent learning the same thing in the real world, it's clear that school is a waste of time. Moreover, it shifts students' priorities from acquiring the skills they'll need in the workplace to achieve the grades they need to graduate. Some of my friends don't share my enthusiasm for learning, and I don't blame them. Many people's hunger for knowledge is crushed by the time they have reached high school. If you don't believe me, you can ask recent college grads about how many books they've read, conferences they've attended, and additional coursework they've taken in the decade since they left the classroom. They don't want to put time or effort, because there's no reward in the form of a diploma or a certificate. But if you want to be successful in life, you should put in as much effort as possible and then use what you've learned into practice. The best part is, unlike school, a lot of self-education is completely free. You can visit the library, start talking to professionals in your field, and watch informational videos on YouTube to upgrade your education. Asset 2, your close relationships. There is a famous proverb that you are an average as 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, let that sink in and think about the 5 people you spend the most time with, and you will get your answer. I wasn't always picky about who I hung around with in the past. That means I would hang out with some people who greatly enriched my life and some who didn't. It became clear to me that I needed to be more selective about the people with whom I chose to spend my time, as the scope of my responsibilities grew and my goals in life shifted. During studies, you can choose to be around encouraging and supportive people who support your academic endeavors and a lot less time with those who aren't. Similarly, when I first started my YouTube channel a few years back, I encountered a similar problem. Gradually, I stopped hanging out with the people who did nothing but sit around and gossip and instead spent my time with people who supported me and enhanced my original ideas. Looking back on my life, I know for sure that I would not have made it this far if I had not surrounded myself with the right people throughout my educational and professional development. You need supportive friends and family to uplift you. and they are the best asset. For me, it might have been a friend who suggested that I have to read books or take that class, or it might have been a trusted mentor who suggested I choose this job instead of that one. Now, remember, you're responsible for your own success in your career and in life. If you want to get rich, you need to recognize the value of guidance, support, and care you would receive from people around you, and actively work to grow this resource. If you want to keep in touch with someone, you can add them to the list and make it a priority to reach out to them on a regular basis to schedule phone calls or in-person get-togethers. Investing in your knowledge and creating relationships both take time and effort, but pay off greatly in the end if you commit to both of them. Asset 3. Your ambitions. A person's hopes and ambitions are among their most prized possessions. While some people want to drive around in a flashy sports car and live in a luxury mansion, others hope to travel the world and experience all of its wonders. The only thing that matters is your willingness and persistence to achieve your dreams. But this is challenging as many people lack the self-motivation to take the first step toward realizing their ambitions. The problem is that when they consider how to get where they want to go, they either see an extremely difficult and time-consuming road ahead, or they see no road at all. That is why so many people never get around to beginning the trip that could lead them to their true life's passion. If, for example, you want to grow a sizable YouTube channel, you can plan the steps which you will need to follow. Naturally, you need to settle on a channel's focus before you can figure out how to write and film videos for it. From where you are now, you can easily envision the path that will lead you to the desired destination. Most people don't have the stamina or the persistence needed to accomplish their aims. Now, getting where you want to go rarely involves a straight line of success. You'll have to roller coaster the emotions as you make the mistakes, lose money, encounter rejection, and so on. But if you want to achieve your ambition, the time to start is right now. You can start with any passion of yours and make a roadmap on how to achieve success with it. You will have to sort through many plans to reach an optimal level of success. You can use SMART goals to break down your passion into goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Always remember, failures will always be a part of your journey toward financial independence, so face them with caution. They should be a lesson on things that are not working rather than abandoning your ambition altogether. Another obstacle in the way of financial success is procrastination. According to research, we procrastinate when we feel the tasks are too complex, or we would face failure in it. Thus, we avoid doing it altogether. So you will need to train your mind to see your ambitions as something that is achievable rather than an imaginary dream which is impossible. So my life lessons to you would be to deal with procrastination, start working towards your goals, and enjoy the journey to becoming financially independent in 2023. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I'll meet you in the next video. Take care.